Hey everyone, and welcome to the stream. I'm the Wombat of Doom.
Mega Kirby. I stream a little bit.
And I'm trying to Spears.
You just sound so disappointed, Trell.
He's not Mega Kirby, so I guess he has to be Trell then.
Good morning, Not So Dirt. How are you?
And he thinks he's
No.
I can't just stream now.
I beat Vampire.
So guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to our anniversary stream. We have been streaming for 1 year on this podcast. 1 year. Starting our first podcast was July 1st of 2018. So it's freaking crazy. Oh, where's my kitty? You see a kitty?
Oh, mine's gone too.
Is she lurking around somewhere? Anyway, sorry, getting distracted by the kitty.
No, you're good. I'm trying to.
Oh wait, it's probably your cat, Kirby.
Oh yeah, she. Hold on.
Yeah, I see her ears right down there. Yeah, sitting in the box.
Oh yeah, box mode. Yup. Oh man. Guys, I'm trying to remember like what we were all doing a year ago, like game wise.
GDQ had just happened.
GDQ just wait a year ago though. Yeah, GDQ just happened, which I wasn't at. I just came back from Germany a year ago.
Right.
And then
what was our first podcast about?
PC versus console.
Yup. Yeah, because you had just started Dark Souls 2. So we couldn't talk about Dark Souls yet.
Right, and I was just starting Dark Souls. had just finished Dark Souls 1, and I was just starting 2.
Yeah, what the? I don't even remember what I was streaming back then, because I actually streamed back then. That's crazy.
That's true. You were probably doing what's
Does Neo still?
No.
Shovel Knight?
You were doing the skirt.
Oh, I was in the Surge for that long.
I think you were in Surge in the summer. Yeah.
You're probably right. God.
Dark Souls 2 was good times.
Oh, it was not.
Dark Souls 2 was the best of times. Really, I think I might be a Dark Souls 2 only streamer now.
Ooh.
Go ahead and do that, dude.
With my
review embargo so you can determine how new stuff lines up. Thanks, Not So Dirt. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that it's already been a year. We've had 22 episodes. We've talked about all kinds of different things. We've even reported on different gaming events live. It's pretty crazy. Kirby is our in-house field reporter. He goes to the events.
All the GDQs.
All the GDQs.
So today we were gonna we were trying to figure out a topic, and
always we're very professional.
And we kind of in the end decided that we wanted to talk about the stream, like the podcast. Not necessarily about how streaming is hard and stuff like that, because that's a topic we've talked about, but like more what we do and what our process is. And if we run out of stuff, we'll talk about some other things that are on our mind, like Mario Maker is definitely still a hot topic. Some other things like we could talk about GDQ, I'm sure, but so let's be honest, guys. How long did you think this podcast was gonna go for? Like, how long did you think we'd be able to do it?
I thought honestly 3 to 4, and then I thought one of us would get bored. Or I mean, really, I'd never done a podcast before either. So before we even started, I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it. I didn't think I would enjoy it nearly as much as I did just talking about games. So I thought a couple months, and then I was like, it's not working out, that kind of thing.
Trell?
No, I wasn't sure. I guess I never really thought about it, like how long it was gonna go for, but I had the utmost confidence that you guys would bring the most professionalism to the internet.
Of course we do. I mean, but like I thought it'd be me. Honestly, I didn't think I would enjoy this very much, but I'm like, I'll give it a shot. But then it's been really fun.
Is that what you were saying?
It's I mean, that's what I thought it was.
So Kirby was like, I think somebody's gonna get bored, and I think that person's gonna be me.
Yes. I mean, you know how I am.
Kirby can't sit through a long movie. He gets up and like goes and does something else, like invents a rocket ship or something.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm like
invents a new like biohazard disease in his chemical lab.
Exactly.
You can barely sit through that ass whooping on
Shut
Ghost Blasters.
he can't even stream for longer than a couple hours. So like when we stream when we do our long podcasts and he's like invested the whole time, it's like wow, we must have had a good topic today. You know what I mean?
It's
Like
true. You
well,
can tell,
I'm not even reckoning on you for that. Like when you get involved and like you're like you want to keep going and we're talking even after the podcast, it's like whoa.
it smells good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You have the topic of how janky Sekiro is. He's gonna be completely invested in that.
how did we come up with this
Wholeheartedly.
idea to do the podcast in the first place?
It was your idea, if I remember correctly. But
Yeah. Actually, no, I do remember. Okay, so my idea came from the fact you're right. When we were doing some, Troll was doing some Dark Souls streams, and it was the night streams. So like he'd bring Kirby and I on as guest speakers.
Oh yeah.
That and we'd like be talking to him while he was streaming, and the banter we had was amazing. It was just so funny. It was so enjoyable. I'm like, we gotta bottle this shit and make it into something. So
Yep, you're right.
thus the podcast was born. We just have
Pop
good.
girls were
I
born.
just like even if like, and we say this a lot. We do this podcast kind of for us. Like it's fun for us to do, and we like that other people can do it. But like at the end of the day, even if nobody comes in, we still have fun doing it, and we've made something. So that's
Yeah.
always cool. And like because it's a podcast and that format, like it doesn't. Like we love audience participation, so I'm glad that you guys are here. But like even if there's nobody here, we can still have a good stream, and people can enjoy it after the fact.
To kill.
To kill. I mean, like, and that's kind of the way it should be in a way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it
I try to
like
keep that into like my streaming mantra in general. Like there's gonna be days where you just have 0 people watching, right? 'Cause
right.
We're not anything big, so sometimes it's just this is my time to play video games. If people want to share it with me, sweet. If not, I'm still gonna play video games.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And what the nice thing is about audience interaction is we get outside opinions because sometimes we all agree on the same thing, and that's not as cool. But like to have like other people in the mix and like suggesting ideas and things like that is always really fun. So I love the interactivity too. Not So Dirt has flashbacks. Flashbacks of what, sir? And then like so let's talk about the process a little bit about the podcast. So like we do the podcast. We still haven't figured out how to like just audio it and like put it in like a podcast format other than in Twitch. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. So if you guys know how to do that, that would be really helpful.
Womit, you do all the hard work.
I guess so. I mean,
And
yeah. I mean, it's. I guess. I guess it's kind of like herding cats, right? Like, I like. Okay, guys, we got to come up with a topic. We got to put a title up. You know, we gotta start around 8 o'clock.
yeah. I'm not trying to jinx us, but remember in the beginning, I feel like we must have got more professional, at least you have, because we used to have so many technical difficulties, at least one of us, something stupid would happen.
Oh yeah, like
And it's been a
yeah.
good few months of none of that.
Yeah, like Trell's camera wouldn't work, or he'd freeze,
Yeah, it was so bad.
or like Kirby had the stream from his phone one time, I think.
Yeah, it was dumb. There was just so much.
Or like we had like oh yeah, one time my power cut out, and like we had to do a part 2 of the stream, and
Yup.
like we only had 15 minutes left, so. But like it was mid sentence, we're like, no, we gotta finish it.
You gotta finish it. Then there were a lot of times where your audio specifically wouldn't come through. And
Mine?
We thought, yeah, wasn't there times where like yours wouldn't come through, and then we thought everyone could hear, like we could hear you.
Oh,
but the stream
yeah.
couldn't?
Because
Yeah,
I originally was
Kayla
muting
had to tell
myself.
us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think our
Yeah,
first
audio
podcast was like
conversation.
that actually. Our first podcast I was muted up
It was good.
and we had to restart. Like we were like 20 minutes in, I was like, all right, so welcome to the stream everybody. You guys were like, oh my god. Yeah. I don't know any easy method, but Audacity at least I can make these into audio only files. Yeah, I'm more like talking about like where can I put these on the internet that people can like get them as a pod/video cast. Because I mean, the video cast, we sometimes do have graphics. Um, I guess we don't really rely on the graphics. We read everything that is on chat, so, or in the stream. So like, we could make it just audio. Yeah. Yeah. Technical difficulties is definitely a thing, and I mean
That was
that's
great.
not just inside stream either. That's like, or inside the podcast. It's inside streams in general for us. Like
Oh yeah, no, of course, of
podcasts
course.
happen all the time. Sometimes we'd have to delay because like Trell couldn't get his ancient dinosaur computer to like get up.
Ancient Windows Me computer.
Hit the dinosaur that's running in the treadmill inside his computer couldn't reach the lever because it had a big head but little arms. It was
Yes.
Classic, guys. Don't mess with the classics. All right.
How are you? Oh my god.
I swear you're running on an Atari based system, right?
Look, it's Old Faithful. It's never failed me yet. Look at this thing. It's so good. Game's coming at you.
Oh my god. I'm
So-
gonna get a computer, I swear, guys. Anyway.
What are the normal podcasting platforms? I don't even know.
No, the usual ones.
Do people still go to like the OG iTunes for podcasts?
No, I've never watched a podcast besides ours.
Usually, if I'm gonna watch a podcast, to be honest, I'll just go to YouTube.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's another thing. When we started this, we didn't really do any research on what a podcast like on Twitch usually looks like. We kind of just like, I threw up a background that I thought looked cool, and then tried to figure out how to have a multicam system, and we used Discord for that, and then I threw up our names, and the rest is history. I think the longest thing that it took for us to figure out is what our name was going to be. How did we come up with like the Rogue Scholars?
Wild idea that you had, wasn't it?
I don't remember. Like, I think we threw around a whole bunch of ideas, but
What are you talking about?
we're talking about how we
Looking
came
at
up with a
Rogue
name.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't me.
Or
No,
it
of
would've been like
No, you would have been
podcast
just
and-
like Podcast B,
But
or not even the A podcast. You're like, nope. I'm admitting that I'm not number one. I'm Podcast B.
I feel like I would have done the Trell Wombat Kirby podcast or something. Like,
even more plain. Wow.
yes, yeah, like
We would have been TMT.
yeah.
Trell, Omega
That's too
Kirby,
crea-
the
That's too
Wombat.
creative for Kirby.
TMT.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna think of acronyms? No. It would have been just the podcast
Of Doom.
of Doom. The podcast of Doom, exactly.
I mean, that could have worked for the channel, actually. The podcast of Doom. Anyway, so I think the Rogue Scholars has to do with the fact this like Scholars was kind of like from Scholar of the First Sin of Dark Souls 2, and we were both
Yeah.
Kirby, Trell, and I were both on Dark Souls 2 at the time, and that kind of is what we came up with.
Not so dirt. What was the name of your old project? 'Cause I appreciate bad names because that's what I do for a living is name things poorly.
Yeah, like we wanted something that was like we were like talking about games, but we didn't want it to be like too gamey. So like the Rogue Scholars just seemed like a neat name. So so do you guys want to talk about how we come up with topics?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite actually.
Okay, so why is it your favorite?
So what we do, guys, we have a list of like 13 topics that we made a long time ago of things we could talk about. We never choose one of those. That's the first rule. You never choose what you planned beforehand. Those are the bad
Who
ideas.
does that?
Yeah.
That was really terrible.
And then you'd probably think, well, do we do it the week before, month before, year before? Maybe no. What we do is we wait until the morning of. It's like an hour and a half for the podcast, and then we come up with an idea, and then we don't choose that one, and then we choose the one that we came up with like 5 minutes.
Whoa,
before we
whoa,
went
whoa, whoa,
live.
whoa. Sometimes it's the night before.
That's fair. That's fair.
And a
Sometimes
few
it's
times it's been like the podcast before we come up with a topic. But that's not always the case. Yeah, so yeah, like for example, we thought of this idea literally just before I said let's start stream.
yeah, that's the way to do it.
I mean, we were like debating what we could do for our anniversary because like, you know, it's our anniversary. We want to make it special. We want to
Agreed. Yes.
make it something. So we're like, well, we could talk about a topic that we all like Mario Maker, or like we were originally going to be doing our Dark Souls stream, because we were expecting Trell to finish Dark Souls about this time.
Yep.
But he blew us out of the water and finished Dark Souls
Balled
3
out. I balled
was
out.
like
too
back in
strong.
March. March was it?
It was a while
It
ago.
was just before Sekiro came out.
I blitzed through 3 faster than I thought I ever would, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you got through the Lorian brothers like real quick.
Oh man. And now I got Genichiro to get through on Sekiro, and that's gonna take
That's
30
true.
years.
I mean, it took me a couple streams.
Oh, that's what I'm afraid of, because I've like my data that's been presented in front of me is like you took a couple streams. Nikos, not formerly known, the streamer formerly known as Nikos, is took a couple streams.
Nikos.
Nikos the Boss Nahas. I feel like I got like 20 streams on this guy. I'm like, what is it that took these dudes multi-streams?
It's the last 5 of the 7 spears.
Man,
So Trell, since we're talking about Sekiro,
yeah.
I have something I need to show you that I've been.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
I was
want to.
actually impatient, and I was looking at your kills,
Uh
and
huh.
I couldn't find it. in
Yep,
your-
that's right.
your-
I knew you'd look, so I hit it. All right.
I was like, I want to see how he did it.
So, just to give you guys a little bit of backstory, Trell at one point mistakenly thought that I had done, I don't know, like deceived him in some way. I still really don't understand his thought process here, but he cursed me with jank. He like went on stream, he like got up close to the camera, and he's like, like the jank's gonna get you, Wombat, and I was like, yeah, the jank's gonna get me, but it's gonna be good jank. So without further ado, I'm gonna post this in chat. Trell, I'd like you to watch this.
All right. Yep.
So it's the title of this is called Excellent Jank.
Oh, Amazon
Oh,
Prime Day.
Amazon Prime. Let's go, boys.
Let's go. That. Dude, to be honest, though, I can't wait for Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime Day.
While you guys are waiting, here's the warning that he dished out.
Oh, you actually made it on top of that tower? I've seen the like for the Genichiro, they speedrun that, and then you have to jump out of bounds, right? Is that what you're trying to do? Nasty. Or not Genichiro. I think Giobu was what I meant.
Okay. Can we attack it from here? Oh my god.
He just fucking fell. Oh my god. No, I wish I would have done that because it would have been so much faster.
Trell, did you watch the rest of it? The end?
Yeah. Well, no, you got up now. You had to do
Yeah.
a walk off.
Do a walk off.
Dude,
That's awesome.
There's a message
that
to
is
Trell.
pretty fucking awesome.
Trell, my boy, you may have tried to curse me, but I got the good jank.
The good Jane.
The good jank. I've been waiting for so long to show you that.
Oh my god.
Guys, we got
That's pretty damn freaking good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's a few small clips that the process that I did to actually figure out that it was possible. I did see that people had people cheesed Gyobu, and I had actually tried doing it like in that arena with nobody there, and I had gotten it like first try. I was like, whoa! And then when we went back there for the demon fight, I was like, I wonder if that's possible, and I didn't want to know if it was or not. So like I tried it, but he kept smashing the tower, and like I couldn't do
yeah.
it. So, but like there's something else I found, and I'll show you the clip later. But I actually managed to get him stuck on something, and he was stuck there, and then I was able to climb up the tower as I pleased. And like it took me a while to get
Oh.
over there, but like yeah, it completely created like the biggest
That's pretty
jank.
good.
It was so great. And like once I had put two and two together, I was like, I have to do this because Trell cursed me, so I have to make him pay.
But is it really jank or is that just some cheese?
If the game isn't performing properly, that as intended, then it's jank, right?
But GG, like that to just I completely support disgracing FromSoft games. So I'm on board.
Cool. Oh yeah, I was
fun.
like, oh man, I can't wait for him to beat this the right way, so I can show him that I just trashed the whole thing.
I see. I've seen the Gyobu because like you get like so far in the game and I'm like, oh, I'm safe to watch like the
Right.
beginning like 10 minutes of a speed run. So I watched it and I watched them like do that
Do that.
tower jump thing. So I knew that you could get on the tower, and I have gone back to that empty arena with Gyobu and I tried to do it. I couldn't do it. I was like, I don't know, because like it didn't seem like I could jump high enough to do it.
Yeah,
Or something.
it was tricky. It's your positioning of your jump and things like that. I actually, when somebody figured out that that's what I was trying to do, they made a couple suggestions as to how to make the jump.
Okay.
So like they didn't confirm or deny if it would work, but I had a feeling I would, and I was right.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty
Anyway,
legit.
back to the stream. Back to the podcast. I had to get that live on camera. Also, May has been waiting for that reaction for a while, so
Oh really? Is May in here?
no, I honestly
Oh,
don't
okay.
think she is. No. Anyway, so yeah, so we come up with a list of topics that we can talk about. We have a whole bunch still ready to go in our pins, and
Can we,
we pull
Can we
from
give
them
any
when we
previews?
have no idea what we want to do. Well, we can, but it's gonna block the thing a little bit. Let's see. Okay. So I don't know if we have invalidated any of these yet. So I'm just gonna post the full list. So puzzle design and our favorite examples, lightning round and mini topics that don't fit well into a whole podcast, which we kind of can do today if we have any.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of hard.
Developer talk, like creator of Light Bears, developer talk, creator of Invictus, Juz. We're trying to get Juz to come on and talk about developing his game. Having too many games that you won't get around to playing, and what you can do to help yourself with that. Everybody kind of suffers from that problem. We're at some point we're gonna try and do like a game versus game, like one person likes one game, one person likes another game, and they battle it out to see which one is the better game, and one of us gets to be the judge for that.
Nice.
Star Wars as a topic. Why is Dark Souls so easy is our running joke topic. Sony versus Microsoft. ROM hack versus programming. Superhero topic. Hobbit versus Lord of the Rings. Split screen versus online, and then children's game versus mature games. So that's some of our topics that we've got going on.
That'll be good. I can't wait.
So that's coming in 2019 hashtag. We're halfway through 2019, so
Yep.
Yep. Dude, I can't believe that. Actually, that's a little bit scary to.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like that at all. Actually,
um,
no way.
a lot of things are happening this year that weren't like even close to happening last
I
year.
know.
Like for example, Kirby is getting married in October.
Maybe we'll see. I mean, there's just a lot of other
Maybe.
things.
If she plays her cards right.
Yeah, I mean, you still gotta beat the Gargs. I'm not gonna marry a non-Garg Slayer, but you're right.
Trell has an additional child.
Man, yeah. Holy crap. That's
I mean, Kayla was just starting her pregnancy about this time, right?
was that really? Yeah,
Is that
probably.
Because her
about
last
that.
stream was like in May of last year before she came back. I think May or
That's
June.
crazy.
When was Aiden or not Aiden? Sophie born?
February
February.
11th.
February. So 6 months from February is September, and then 3 more is yeah, it's June.
So it would have been there about, yeah.
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 Wow.
That's intense. It's crazy
Um,
how much adding a new like sometimes like Kayla and I have to remind ourselves because sometimes we like our lifestyle right now is a little bit hectic and we're sometimes like, man, why is it like this? And it's like, well, we did just introduce a whole new human being into our life, like only a couple months ago. So
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, adding a new baby and then like centering your lives around that new baby is kind of like
Oh yeah.
you reprioritize a lot.
Yep.
And then for me, I have a new job. I know Trell, you got a promotion, right? Or you a
it wasn't-
shift? I guess.
It was to a new team that I went to, so it wasn't necessarily a promotion, but
Right.
yeah, I just went to a different team in the same company.
Yeah, my job. I don't know about you, but I'm loving my new job a lot better. It's still within the same company. It's a different account, but like I don't know if you guys remember some of my stories from my last account was just ridiculous, on call 24/7 stuff. So nice to
Yeah,
not
it
be.
sounded horrible.
Yeah. In fact, I think we had to cancel a couple podcasts because of work.
Yep. But I mean, it happens. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like coming up with topics is sometimes hard too, because like we're like, what could we talk about? And like we end up coming up with stuff, and I'm surprised we haven't hit a dry spell at all. Like we're always coming up with new stuff as things are happening.
Yeah, there's so much. It feels like.
Yeah. And even when we talk about a topic, we don't always feel like we've fully explored that topic, and we're like, we gotta talk about that again sometime.
Yep.
So that's cool too.
That is true. I feel like there's so many times where we kind of end it and we're like, man, we got so much more to say.
I think we're gonna in the future we're gonna also be doing another Halloween type deal in terms of like
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about scary games and like things like that.
Mm.
See how we've progressed from last year. I know I have a few games lined up that I really want to play. Layers of Fear.
Vampire.
No, not Vampire. No thanks.
There's a fear. God, yes.
I'm gonna be playing Layers of Fear in October for sure,
Nice.
and Visage for sure. Hopefully
Yeah,
they've
I
got
wanna
all the
see you get
kinks
back to
worked
that
out.
one.
Yeah, me
I was
too.
really excited about that game. Wish it was less buggy, but yeah.
Yeah. Coming up soon, also, speaking of the three of us doing stuff, we're going to be doing Drunk Souls 2019,
Yeah.
Drunk Souls 2,
Yeah.
which
I
is
cannot
going to be
wait for that, to
fun.
be honest. The first one was so ridiculous.
It was.
Now we got Dark Souls 2 though.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2.
Oh,
We're going to have to
already.
come up with what we're going to have to do for it. Isn't there a guy that drinks in the game, like, continuously?
Dude, I don't know anything about
I
Dark Souls 2
remember
anymore.
somebody
Maybe-
gulping, like a gulping sound or something.
Is there
But
really?
yeah, so Drunk Souls is where the three of us race Dark Souls, and every time we die, we have to take a sip of alcohol. So
Yeah.
Are you gonna drink, Kirby? No pressure. I'm just asking.
I will drink to a point till maybe I'm like tipsy. I'll get like a hard cider or something, but I'm not gonna get drunk. So I'm gonna cut myself off at a point.
which is why he won last year.
Yep. Don't like
He
drinking.
came in fresh while we were like tipsy and like burned the ground, burned everything to the ground.
I have way too much fun hanging out with my girl, cute Quayle.
Wait, oh yeah, he trailed through the match because he just wanted to hang out with his girl. He's like, I can't leave you.
I was like, "What are you guys doing? You guys are doing it wrong. You gotta hang out with Bay.
You
Don't go sit there and
Bay.
progress. Why are you trying to progress? You don't want to do that in this game. You want to hang out with Bay."
Yup. He's can't get enough of Blighttown. It's this thing with him and Blighttown. They just can't leave it.
Can't leave it.
So I guess that kind of. Do you guys have any questions about the podcast or like any things that you want to see in the future? Let us know. Like if you guys want to write that down in chat, we'll definitely answer to that. But like
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that is interesting to talk about our process. Like we're always trying to explore new avenues. Like I'm still trying to get a guest in to talk about like developing a game at all. So the developers of Fat Bomb Studios have agreed to chat with us, but not come on stream. So what they'll do is we're gonna interview them through text, and then we're gonna read their answers and talk about it at some point. But that's probably not gonna be for a bit. Juz is way too busy, so I don't know if he'll ever be able to come onto the podcast, but we'll see. and if you guys develop any games, then we'll definitely talk to you too.
Make
we're
sure
always
there's no cutscenes in it.
No cutscenes. Oh my god.
Oh, we got a follow.
Yo.
Not so dirty. Thanks for the follow, man. My question for each of you: what would you consider yourselves as? I am new here, hardware, software, gamer, etc.
Wait.
So like what? Like a developer or gamer or like something with an ER at the end? Is that what you're talking about?
Like I'm not a developer of anything. Trell is. I just play games. I don't know if that was the question though.
I just play games. Yeah, let me read this question. What would you consider yourself? I would consider myself a developer gamer, I guess. Because one is what I do for a living. And then two, I like to play games. And I guess I should clarify, I'm not like a game developer by any means. I'm just a regular software developer. Just a regular software developer, you know?
A regular schmuck.
I wake up in the morning and I just put my pants on one leg at a time like the other guy. No big game development here, you know?
I just use my controller one joystick at a time. I would consider myself a designer and a gamer. Like I'm an artist. That's one of my side hobbies. Charlie and the programming gamer, yeah.
I mean, you're a hardware enthusiast. I mean, like I build computers for myself and my friends. For
Yeah,
fun, so if that counts.
I think both Kirby and I have both built a computer. Trell is not on the
Trell
bandwagon yet.
to. He just fucking
He
refuses.
keeps taming dinosaurs to crawl
He's
into his
scared,
machine
yeah.
and run
He's trying
in
to
his
be next
gerbil
Chris-
wheel.
He's trying to be next Chris Pratt in Jurassic Park.
Which is pretty impressive, to be honest. Like that he can lure these dinosaurs that are supposed to be extinct into his computer.
Just keep
Crazy.
him alive.
I'm
He
a
won't let them die.
dinosaur. I'm a dinosaur enthusiast. Listen,
You're
I
a
have
tamer
built my
and
own
a gamer.
PCs
You're a
before.
tamer gamer.
I'm a tamer gamer.
Gamer.
I
Yeah.
have built my own PCs before. It was just like so. Like when I lived with my parents back in Germany, it was dude, my half my room was like a computer wasteland. It was just like a collection. It's like where computers went to go die. Like people would be like, "Oh, I don't need this." And I was like, "Oh, I'll take that," you know. And I just go and sit there and play around with it and tinker with it and stuff like that. And I had like some computers that just had like, you know, Ubuntu or whatever just running on it, even though it was a piece of crap computer, you know. So like I've done stuff like that, and the one I had in Germany was okay. I played like a crap ton of played Guild Wars. I played the crap
Guild
out of Guild Wars.
Wars. Can't jump in that game. Hated it.
Can't jump in that game. But like I poured about I don't know if I want to say the number.
Say
A
it.
lot of
Say
hours.
it. Do it.
Probably over 3,000 hours into that game.
Yeah, boy.
And then, so I mean, like I've done PC gaming before. I haven't done it in a while because the one I'm running right now is old for its time. It was good back in its day. It was pretty decent.
I
But,
think. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I think right now I'm satisfied with console gaming. Obviously, I do want to get back into PC gaming. I do want to get a beast PC because I want to be able to do some like good development at home, But then again, at the PC I have at work, is a laptop that I can take home with me. So if I ever like have the need to just tinker with something, I can always just like build some sort of stuff on there. So I do want to get one, but with again, like bringing up the whole like shift in priorities with babies and stuff like that coming into my life, it's just expensive, and
Right.
formula and bottles and nappies and they're
Diapers
all super
and
expensive. Yeah, super expensive.
yeah, as Trell has said in the past, his newest child is Aldrich the Devourer.
Oh my god, she is. She's never satisfied, dude. Oh my god.
I think one of the unique things about having a podcast like this is that like none of us live in the same place, right? Like
Right.
Trell, you're in Nebraska.
Yep.
Kirby, you're in Michigan,
Yeah, look you go. Exactly.
and I'm in Pennsylvania. So like those two have actually gotten to meet in person twice now, but
Yeah.
I'm waiting until October. I'm doing big plays.
Yeah.
I only come in for the boss battle. I'm a
Oh,
summon.
yeah. I like that.
Like I'm not gonna help you along the way, but you can summon me just before the fog gate.
Yeah.
You
Gate summons.
So yeah, but like it's really unique to like have a relationship like this where like we meet on a weekly almost basis, like talking about games and like having this type of relationship even though we're so
Yeah.
far away. Like to the degree that like we're going to your fucking wedding. It's crazy.
It's pretty sweet. I'm so excited.
I am too. But like
Ugh.
like do you think we'd be in that we'd be in this part of our relationship now if we weren't doing the podcast? Like maybe not. I don't
Maybe,
know.
but not. Yeah, maybe. I mean, like this gives us such an opportunity to talk and just more or less shoot the shit, as they
Right.
say. So
Yeah. I think we might, because we're in each other
in
streams.
the streams, yeah, it's true.
I don't know
It's
if we'd
true.
be as close.
Yeah, you guys are in
perhaps.
my streams like all the time, all of my streams, every single one of
That
them.
one
so-
time. Yeah, it's so good.
There was this one time where Kirby streamed and I was the only one there the whole time.
Yeah. Thanks, Trell.
Oh wow, dude!
Shade thrown.
You stream. What is your hours of streaming? If you don't have a schedule, I can't. I no. I refuse
Dude.
that.
Trell, I might. So you know, have all these hats that I like to wear.
Oh yeah.
Like for example, my WOM hat,
Oh, the WOM hat. Damn. Look
the
at
WOM hat. I think I'm gonna get the lampshade that's back there and put it close to my desk so that when somebody throws shade, I can just put it on.
that. No joke. That was like one an emote that I was sketching up for a while ago. Was like a little hand throwing
Right.
a lampshade.
It didn't work out so well
No.
as it did in theory though. I liked it. I
No.
liked the message. I was just like, I can't tell what that is until I know what it is.
Yeah. It's hard to get. Like, maybe I should just hand it off to Tikos. Tikos would be able to
Yeah,
throw something together pretty
Tikos.
well.
Because be all over that.
Tigos.
Tikos, sorry. You guys say it right.
Tikos, right.
True.
It's like DOS except with COS. COS. Have we ever talked about like how we got our names?
I mean, mine's not very exciting, but I don't think so.
I don't think we have. I think this is a good time to do it.
I'm down.
All right, Kirby.
I'm actually
Since
curious. How did you get the Wombat of Doom? I don't
Okay,
care about Mega
I'll
Kirby.
I'll
That's
save
dumb.
I'll save mine for last then, because it's the most.
I always start. All right, guys. One time I was a 7-year-old, believe it or not. I wasn't always this attractive. So when I was a 7-year-old, I was playing Smash Bros. The first one, N64, and I'm like, I'm gonna pick Kirby. Kirby's really easy. You spam down B, and he's overpowered as hell in 64 games. So I'm like, I like Kirby. Then I was playing a game called RuneScape, dude. I'm gonna be Ultra Kirby. So I tried it, and some dude took my name, and I was pissed. So I'm like, well, only one thing's better than Ultra Kirby, Mega Kirby. For what it's worth, I actually don't agree with that. I think Mega is a worse prefix than Ultra, but 7-year-old
Yep.
Quentin didn't know. So anyway, now we have Mega Kirby, and that was taken. So I threw in a 7. That lasted for a few years. Got rid of the 7. Here we are. I
Why'd
wanted
you
to
get rid of the 7?
Oh, I just didn't. I don't like numbers at the end of my name. I didn't want it in the first place. Even 7-year-old Kirby didn't want it at the end of his name, but I had to at the time. So I don't know why I thought Mega was like the best. There's like so many things like Giga. Anything would have been better, but I chose Mega, and here we are.
Oh,
And now it sucks.
Mega's the supreme.
I thought that was like the best prefix you could possibly have in terms of power level. So
No, that's good. That's good. It's like any of those like animes where you're just like, you know, you're like this level, but then you have to like build up to become like Super
Yeah,
Saiyan level or something.
over time, I'll just change the prefix to something stronger and stronger.
Mega Charizard, Ultra
Yeah.
Charizard. What would be after Ultra? Superior?
I don't really know. Like,
Superior Kirby.
I have no idea. But this is what I thought was the best thing. So yeah.
Omega
mine
Kirby?
happened.
Maybe Omega
Oh,
Kirby.
Nega. What does it have in Scott Pilgrim? Nega?
Nega, yeah,
Scott.
Nega Scott. That's like the negative version of Scott. Nega
Oh,
Scott.
that would have been cool.
No,
Nega
thank you,
Kirby.
Dirt.
Nega Kirby, yeah. Over 9,000. All right, Trell, how'd you get yours? I'm very curious, actually.
I wish I had a really cool story actually. So like when I played like this is actually from Guild Wars times. When I played Guild Wars, I used to like name all my characters, and I used to give them a first name and a last name. And I had some each one had a separate one. And the one I played the most was an Elementalist, and he was Victor Vane. And
Victor Vane?
Like Victor and then Wehn. Like
Oh, so it was
Vane.
like German?
Yeah, he was
Of
like
course it was. Yeah, of course it was.
he was like what was he? He was like an African American with like blonde hair that was all spiked up, and he's German apparently. So he was just all over the board, dude.
I like it.
So Victor Vane. But I'm so glad I didn't pick that name. So one of them, the Ranger, was Trailing Spears, and I for some reason that name just really like resonated with me. And then when I switched over to WoW for a little bit, I named every character in WoW Trailing Spears, and the way to do that is like, you know, well, you just like for the O or something like that, like on your
Oh,
alt,
yeah.
just have like
Yup.
an umlaut or something like that. So I was able to do every single one Trailing Spears, and then it just started becoming a gamer tag everywhere, like Xbox, everything. I just was obsessed with the name. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna use it everywhere, and then Twitch, and then the rest they say is history.
So how long ago did you get that? Like when was the first Trellian Spears? When was Guild Wars 2?
This was Guild Wars 1. This was,
Oh, Guild Wars
so
1.
that was
Oh, yeah,
like
Guild Wars 2 is better because you can jump.
Guild Wars 2 is good. I thought it was a bit more like WoW, which isn't bad.
Kirby
but
just confirmed that Sekiro is better than Dark Souls, by the way, because you can jump. Anyway, go ahead, Trell.
Correct. Yep.
I mean, you can jump in Dark Souls too, actually.
I
That's
guess.
true.
Yeah, you can do those like
No.
little bunny jumps. You know?
But by
They're
that logic, then you can also jump in Ocarina of Time, whereas
Very
Breath of
true.
the Wild, yeah.
good.
Go ahead
Look,
anyway.
he didn't clarify. He just asked for jumps, and I'm just letting him know there's jumps.
Oh my
Boom.
god.
Boom. You should have specified your data. Your test case is better there.
Dude, okay, all right.
There's
Mr.
too many
Scientist.
variables. Too many
Mr.
variables.
Mr.
Hypothesis
Scientist.
destroyed.
Hypothesis destroyed. Damn, they got me. I'm dropping out. I can't.
But so that was probably back then, like back when I had a working computer, so probably like 1990 or something.
Yep.
Was when I played Guild Wars.
Back when you were like 37.
Yeah, something like that. It was probably early 2000s, I'd say.
How old were you?
I was probably 17.
Okay. This is important because, like Kirby said, when he was 7, he was Mega Kirby, or like
yeah,
you.
it was around that point when I thought Kirby was the best. Let me see when Smash 64 came out.
That
I
was
was
like
awesome. I played it.
97, 96.
Yeah, I was born in 92, so 99 actually. Wow.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, so I was 7. I was
Okay.
9.
Oh, I feel old.
7.
Mm.
So Wombat Doom time. Where does this come from?
All right, so when I was 16, maybe a little bit younger, I was like a freshman, and me and a bunch of friends were trying to come up with a name for our group, and we really like to play Egyptian Rat Screw. If you guys have ever played that game,
I've not.
you've never
No.
played Egyptian Rat Screw?
I don't think I've ever heard of it, let alone played it.
Okay, so all right, I'll start there then. So Egyptian Rat Screw is a card game where people put down cards, and if they like it goes back and forth. So like if there's 2 people playing, I put down a card, you put down a card, and it's in like fast succession.
Okay.
And if it's a face card, then you have to put down a certain number of cards. And if it's kind of like war almost, except if there's doubles, you slap.
Thank
And
you.
whoever
I was gonna say,
slaps the
this sounds
pile-
like that
Sounds-
one game
yeah.
War. I was trying
Yeah.
to think of it. I was like, what does this sound like?
Whoever slaps the pile first gets all the cards in the pile, and your aim is to try and get all the cards. So like
Okay.
Egyptian Rat Screw, you're like trying to get under everybody's hand quickly to get the
Okay.
pile when there's a double. I
Right.
think that's pretty much it. It's just when you're slapping. I don't think the war part is in there. I might have been mixing up the two. It's been a long time since I played, obviously. So we decided to change the name to make our club name, and the club name was, we were like, okay, so Egyptian, so let's come up with a new area. Australian, Wombat because they're in Australia, and
Yeah, of course,
then
naturally.
it was Egyptian Rat Screw, so we said Hammer. So Australian Wombat Hammer is the name of our group. I'm like, okay. So like each of us had like everybody was like, all right, so I'll be Wombat number 1, I'll be Wombat number 2, you be Wombat number 3, and I'm like, I don't want to be Wombat number 3, I want my own name. So I'm like, I'm gonna be the Wombat of Doom, and it stuck. Like,
I like that. Okay.
and then after a while, they're like, man, I want a cool name too. I'm gonna be like the head Wombat, or I'm gonna be like
I'm the head.
like
wombat.
you know how
Wombat.
kids are, like they're like, oh
of
man,
course.
that sounds cool, I want something like that. So
Yeah,
like,
of course.
and I mean the group lasted like all of 5 seconds, but like my name stuck forever. Like the Wombat,
But the name lasts a lifetime.
we had to do research projects in high school. I did a research
Mm-hmm.
project on wombats and had to keep a straight face as I presented the research project to the whole class about talking about wombats. It was amazing.
Like, dude, this guy really likes wombats.
Well, it was just such a random topic, so it was perfect. There's actually 3 different types of wombats in Australia. And then there's like the prehistoric wombat was like bigger than the room I'm in right now. It was huge.
Oh wow.
So like that's what a Wombat of Doom is. It's a prehistoric wombat. It's like a giant wombat.
Okay.
So
okay.
it worked out. Like they're
That's
actually
that goes
Wombat
and
of Doom
explores
was a
everything.
mythical creature. I've actually even I've made up stats for the Wombat of Doom in D&D and had a group encounter one.
Yo.
It's pretty cool. They have to make a will save, or they get they think it's really cute and cuddly and won't attack it.
Uh-oh.
And most
I can't wait to play Dungeons and Dragons with Kirby.
Let's
Oh
have
wait,
yours.
he'll never
Shut-
actually do
dude.
it.
Okay.
Hey Beth Joe, good morning. Victor Wen sounds so manly.
Dude, he is Victor Van.
It doesn't sound German at all. It sounds like almost like you've got a Scottish accent.
I mean, he
I
looks like
Victor
someone
Van.
from like a '70s disco that just got thrown into an elementalist. So he was like this African American with like bleach blonde hair that had like it was all spiked up and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, and with a German name, I don't know. He was basically part of like what is that one gang? God, Village People. He was basically part of Village People. He just was crazy out there.
So yeah, that's how I got the Wombat of Doom, and like, it's unique enough that pretty much nobody else has ever used it except on LiveJournal. Somebody liked my name so much they stole it.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like every
What?
once in a while, somebody's taken the Wombat of Doom. Like, remember when I was trying to get on EA?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, on Origin or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and somebody had the Wombat of Doom, and I'm like, you motherfucker. I was so mad.
You should have sued him for copyright.
Right, like,
Yup.
that's mine. I've had it for over 10 years. I've almost had it for over half my life, actually. Which
And so
is
it's like, yeah, I'm gonna take
crazy.
that.
He's like, no. He's like, sorry, bro. I'm gonna take that cool name.
Sorry, bro. It's mine now.
I can't tell you the amount of times like when I was on Xbox Live, people would comment on my name, or even like in when I come in the Twitch chats, random streamers, they're like, the Wombat of Doom. That's the crazy name, dude. It's like it's funny. Like I don't even think about it anymore, but like people still react to it.
It's very different, which is
It
nice.
is. Half the time, people are like the Womb of Doom.
Womb
of Doom.
Oh, the Wombat.
God.
I'm like, no, I am not a female
That's my favorite one,
genitalia.
the Womb of Doom.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that Twitch name right now. I gotta claim it. The Womb of Doom.
And then sometimes people are like, what the heck's a wombat? And then they look it up and they're like, oh my god,
Who
that's
doesn't
so
know what a
cute.
wombat is?
I mean,
Yeah, that's
it's in
weird.
Australia, like it's nowhere else. So like,
I guess, but like,
It's from the land down under where women go and then plunder.
oh,
Kirby, can't you hear the thunder? Come on. You better run. You better take cover. You know what I'm saying?
why do you know every part of? Okay, why do you just know? Like, why?
remember
Dude,
when
I don't know.
remember when I was doing a parody of that for you, Trell, and I kept writing down things in your chat on Discord.
I think I do actually.
I forget.
What game was I playing?
I don't remember. Probably
Oh,
Dark
man.
Souls.
Probably. Dude, can we talk about songs for a second? I don't know
Sure.
why, Kirby, but like, I have a terrible, terrible memory. You guys know this. I forget
Yeah.
things all the freaking time. But when it comes to song lyrics, I'm a freaking genius, and I can just like remember every single song lyric. I don't know what it is. I didn't choose this power. It chose me.
I didn't
But,
choose
like-
this power.
So like then like I don't know how many times like I've busted out into song on stream and then just make up lyrics too to go with it.
Oh, my most recent favorite one was Cotton Eye Jank. That one was really good.
Trell, just remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yup.
Well, it's just like I feel comfortable enough with the song, like I remember the lyrics, that it's easy enough just to kind of interchange them out real quick, just to be like, oh, just switch this. That sounds like that, or something like that. And,
Right,
I don't know.
Dekel? Wombats are so cute. They're so fucking adorable.
I thought I haven't looked at a wombat in a while. Doesn't it kind of look like a mole? I thought it had like.
It's
weird...
kind of like a cross between a badger, a dog, and a pig.
I
with a
I've seen
groundhog?
one in the zoos. I just haven't looked at a picture.
Yeah, I
of
put a
wombat.
link on in the chat.
Let me see. Oh. Yeah, not bad.
Kind of like a bear badger.
Yeah, I'm a bear badger.
Yeah, they're marsupials, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh no, I didn't.
And they have an armored
Um,
butt, and they poop in squares. Sorry. Anyway,
We're gonna get the full report that he gave in high school for for wombats.
Yup.
Kanai Jank is one of my favorite songs.
I think for favorite songs, I kind of like that Dark Souls 3 bringing sexy back.
That one was pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it did.
I'm still waiting for JT to hit me up and we'll make that song happen. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, JT. What are you waiting for, man?
What are you waiting for, dude? I'm right here. Dark
So,
Souls, every song works for that game. Come on, let's go.
if you're exceptionally good at remembering music above all else, I guess I'm really good at remembering location details. Like, I've got an eye for like seeing things. I guess because of like my designer part of me or my artist part of me.
Right.
Kirby, what would you say is your superpower?
Skipping cutscenes faster than anyone on the entire planet, probably. I don't think anyone
Fa-
skips out of cutscenes faster than me.
yeah,
Influencing children to skip cutscenes.
you're the fastest canceller in the West.
Yeah, the second I see something that might not be gameplay, gone. Get out of here. Don't want
Gone.
to see it. Don't want to see it. Don't want to think about it.
Gone.
I once gifted Kirby Metal Gear Solid 5, and he recorded himself throwing it in the trash because it was all cutscene.
Oh, I skipped every cutscene in that game. That was a great game, by the way. But I skipped every single cutscene.
Jesus.
Dude, I want to play a game. I don't want to watch a movie. Unless your story's exceptional, like God of War or Horizon Zero Dawn or Detroit, I don't want to hear about it. I don't even think about showing it to me. But
You just
if
named so many good, so many good stories. The games you just mentioned. I mean, like, don't you want to know? Because
No.
what kills me though is that you'll be like, I don't know what's happening. What's going on?
I don't. You're right. I do that. I also just. Man, they should have had a better story. They should have had a better story if they
Should
wanted.
have had a better story to make you pay attention. I get it. I guess that's fair.
Oh, it's. I mean, I'm very critical though because I'm so impatient. The story. It's like the story has to be better than good. It has to be amazing, or I don't care because I'm
Right.
impatient. So that's the problem. Not decent. It's got to be amazing. It does, or I don't even like go away. If not,
Go away. Yeah. It's I get that. I get it. No, I don't get it. I'm not even gonna I don't get it. Like even if it's a bad cutscene, I'll watch it once.
no, don't let him do that to you. You could be playing games. You could be making progress.
I like cutscenes though. I like them. Kirby, you're talking to the guy that went and saw all 3 Lord of the Rings movies in theaters at least twice.
Well,
The
Matt, do you know
first
how
and the
mad I was
last
when I
one
watched the
3
third one?
times.
I
What?
did, oh
Have
my
you-
god, I had no idea how long it was going into it. I was so pissed.
Have you watched the extended ones, Wombat?
Yeah, I own them.
Yeah.
I used to do marathons, extended edition marathons. That's
No, I'll
14
never watch
hours
those
of
movies ever again 'cause
content.
they were too long.
You've
Never
never
again.
watched the extended ones, Kirby?
14
No, it sounds, that
hours.
sounds like the worst thing that you could ever have me do. That sounds like
They're
torture.
so good.
No way.
Yo,
They might be
especially in the first one
Right,
with Gimli's added content with Galadriel. Oh man, so cool.
Right? Kirby, dude, Kirby,
No.
please.
Nope.
We'll talk about Lord of the Rings sometime. We'll get there.
Yeah.
You're not
Add that to the
tricking me.
list. Lord of the
You're
Rings.
not tricking
It's
me.
already there. It's already
Oh, it
there.
is good.
I'm skipping that day.
No, we're gonna talk about
Yeah,
it. in
Kirby's
depth
gonna do
detail.
leg day at the gym that day.
Yeah, I'm doing anything else. Anything else. I don't want to. Lord of the Rings is. It's okay. I really don't think it's that great of a movie. Start this now, but or a series. It's too long and it's pretty generic.
14 hours, Kirby.
Rose is yelling at me
14.
from the back room.
Get him, Rose. Get him.
Dude, I don't want to. Movies should never be longer than 2 hours. Actually, Endgame was pretty good. So was Infinity War. So I give those 2 a pass. But most movies should not be longer than 2 hours.
You disappoint me, sir.
I mean,
That's fine.
2 hours is a good cutoff point for movies. That's
It
that's the goal.
It's a good talk time for almost anything. Like even most video games. After 2 hours, I'm like, game now.
Well, you played Dark Souls 2 longer than 2 hours.
No. I mean like in one session, not like
Okay,
ever.
okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. Most if all games were only 2 hours total, I'd be pretty disappointed. So like in one session after 2 hours, I'm like, I gotta go do something else now.
What's the okay? So what's the game that you've played the most, like in total, like
Team
of all
Fortress 2.
time, like, and how many
Fortress 2.
hours do
Actually,
you
Fortress 2?
guesstimate?
I don't have RuneScape tracked, so because I don't know the hours on that. Team Fortress 2, I have like something like 4,000 hours in it, but
Huh.
so I would say that RuneScape's up there too, but I'll never know how long that one actually was.
Is there a way to tell how many hours you've played a game on Xbox?
I don't know. On Steam, yes. On Switch, yes. On PS4, no. On Xbox, I have no idea, unfortunately.
Trell, do you know?
For Xbox,
Yeah.
there might be a way. I've never actually looked, to be honest. I know. What does the Xbox app have? Like, there's an app that you can have that kind of tracks some stuff for you. Like, I mean, if it tracks achievements and things, I would assume that maybe it tracks game time, or maybe they leave that up to each individual game. Like how it shows you like what's your how long it took to beat the game or whatever. Or...
Yeah, I gotcha.
Let me see. I can check real quick. So you said what was it, Kirby?
TF2 I have like 4,000 something hours in.
Nice.
Wow, I didn't know you've never talked about Team Fortress. I didn't know you played that.
Oh, I love that game.
Dude, I'm like the biggest, baddest Team Fortress 2 player in the West.
Did you actually play it?
Yeah, I played it like all the time, dude. I was like ranked.
Okay, so you haven't played it. You've never played it.
Truth time, I have played it. It's actually fun, but
okay.
It was fun, and I played it for like, I don't know, a couple days, and I was like, all right, what else is out there?
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that was like my first game. That was my first game on Steam, and it's like all I had for a while because that was before I had my own money, so I kind of had to rely on whatever my parents gave me.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
back before you made those big bucks as a big scientist.
Big grad student money, yeah, you know.
Yeah. Gotcha. I gotcha.
For me, it was Halo Reach.
Halo, man.
I definitely have played more than 4,000 hours. I don't know how
Oh, I
many
bet.
hours, but
Oh, hi, kitty cat. What you doing?
I'm trying to look up in the app right now, but I don't think I can see it.
Yeah, Tequila. TF2 is still pretty fun. None of my friends play it anymore, so even now I mostly just play single player games anyway. I don't play too much multiplayer stuff.
Kirby pretending he has friends.
Okay, you're right. You don't exist. You're fake. Hi.
What's are you guys? Have you ever 100% of the game, Trell?
Have I ever 100% of the game?
No.
I would say
No, he
I
hasn't.
would say
He's
yes,
lying.
I have. I couldn't honestly tell you because there's been games when I was younger that I was completely invested in that I completed 100%. Have I done that lately? No.
Dude, 100% games is some of the most fun.
Yeah, it is.
Except for like dumb stuff. Like there has to be a reward though. Unless the rewards are like, okay, let me explain. In Mario games, getting all the stars or getting all the coins, or Banjo getting all the collectibles, to me, getting 100% is like part of the game. In other games like Doom, for example, the new one, you can go out of your way to collect like these like Argent cells and stuff. Those aren't very fun to collect, but they let you upgrade your weapons. So that's fun. There's a reward. So as long as it's part of the experience for me, if it's either inherently fun or it gives you something fun, I'll do it. But if it's something like Korok seeds where you get golden shit at the end, I'm not doing that. And there's way too many of them anyway. But I try to beat games 100%. I think that's very fun to do.
I honestly don't try to do that anymore. Ain't nobody got time for that. Is my thought.
Yep. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I thought there's a final level of the Super Mario Maker 2 story mode that I think is a lot of fun if you beat everything else. It's kind of grindy before that point, but it was fun.
Okay.
I mean, I've 100%ed all of the Dark Souls except for 3 at the moment.
I don't even know 100% Dark Souls because there's no reward.
Yeah, there is. In Steam, you get like banners and stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't like cosmetics. I should clarify that much.
So for Dark Souls 1 and 2, I've gotten both of those, and then Sekiro, I'm well on my way to getting 100%.
Yeah.
Bloodborne, probably. I don't remember if I got it or not. I don't think I have yet. Because I still have to do a couple more playthroughs.
Yeah.
So, F that noise.
I will most definitely not be 100%ing Sekiro. Let's just say that. No.
Sekiro actually doesn't seem like it's that bad, to be honest.
But to be honest, like that, like what my goal is.
You can't really do it because you're playing on a console, so.
All I want is just to complete the all the bosses and mini bosses. That's all I want.
Right.
I just wanted all the fight experiences.
Well, that's what I'm doing too. And like once I finish the last ending, I'll have it 100%. So
Wait, did you 100% Dark Souls 2?
yeah,
Absurd.
I thought you didn't kill the ancient dragon or whatever.
It's
You
not
don't need
required
to.
for 100%. He means achievements 100%.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't fight nice dragons. Like, why would I poke a nice
Because he has a
dragon?
boss bar.
Yeah, I wanted. Yeah, you got a.
He
boss
doesn't
bar, you
until
got
you
your
hit
name
him.
written on
Guess
If
what?
you're-
Guess
if
who
you're boss
also
bar
has
at
boss
all,
bar?
ever, you're my enemy.
Yes.
Guess,
you got a
guess who
boss bar,
also
you're
has a
right now.
boss bar?
Who?
Every NPC that you kill or you
No,
stab, they
no,
have
no,
health
It
bars.
doesn't flash up at the bottom of the screen and also.
No,
No.
I mean, with Halo, I'd probably have over around 10,000 hours or so
Yeah.
at least for Halo Reach just alone, just because I've built maps and stuff in there, like every night for years.
Oh man.
But I really like 100%ing. I think I've 100%ed every Zelda except for Breath of the Wild right now.
Because
Um,
Korok sees you.
That's a long game to 100% though. You got all the
Yeah,
shrines, all the
and I'm
Korok
about to
seeds.
restart the game so that I can do my quest at some
Yeah.
point. I really want to do that still, but I don't know when that's gonna happen.
I plan on going back to that game myself just because I want to get through the DLC.
Yeah, I haven't beaten the DLC yet either. I've gone part of the way, but I'm restarting, so
Okay.
I also haven't beaten the final boss yet. So
Really? Why not?
I haven't
Breath of the
gone.
Wild?
Yeah, I haven't gone and beaten the game yet
So
because
you've
I.
never been. What the fuck?
See, like Breath of the Wild is one of those games like Skyrim or something like that, where it's just there's so much. crap
I
to
have
do that
not
after a
beaten
while-
Skyrim. I haven't even gotten far in the storyline in Skyrim.
Jesus Christ! Well, like those games to me,
But
like, I
I've
played
discovered
for a
every
while.
area, so I
Right.
have every
But,
area
like,
unlocked.
I have to time box it after a while. I'm like, I'm going to play this. I'm going to dedicate like 2 years of my life to this game, or I'm just going to be like, I've done enough of the side quests. I've done enough of like the big kind of main storyline, big side quests. I don't know how you want to clarify those. And then I'm
Right.
like, okay, right now I'm just going to go and finish the game, do the main storyline. I got to do it. Otherwise, otherwise I know I'll never get back to it and never do it. That's like what my
Yeah.
goal usually is.
Or your boyfriend's clothing.
It's a
Oh,
rose.
my mom's gonna tell right now. Rose, what do you want to say?
Well, I'm not even here.
No, you are.
Where's the middle screen?
That's
She's going back and forth.
What's going on, Rose?
What's up,
Oh,
Rose?
leaving
What's
soon,
going
but-
on, Twitter?
Why you say it like that? 12.
Is this a rose?
Here, you can take these.
I can't. I have to leave like now.
Okay.
Don't mess with my
Save you have to
hair.
say it and then.
No, I said sometimes you just have to look like a cross-dressing man and like wear your boyfriend's.
Oh, nice.
shirts. I will steal all
That's
of
how it goes.
Tell Rose that she's got a little Coke on her shirt.
She's in a box.
Oh, Mama said before you leave, you a little Coke on your shirt, so watch out.
Oh my gosh.
See you, Rose. But yeah, like Troll said, you only have so much time at this point in your life when you're an adult, and it sucks to play games. So I'm
Right.
kind of like where he is. I play games until it stops being fun, and then I'm gonna beeline to see the credits, like Vampire, and then I'm done.
Oh, dude, you really straight up beeline to that too.
Yeah, I was so over it.
Tunnel vision.
So over it.
No, no, get away from me. End. All right, we're done.
It was
Yeah, pretty
fun
much.
until it wasn't.
No,
It
it
was
was
fun
fun
till it
for me
wasn't.
the entire time.
Oh yeah, fuck you. I'm sure it was.
It was fun. Oh, it never stopped being fun, dude. It was so good.
I'm glad you endured. My next game, I have really, really high expectations for, and it's a story game. So I'm hoping it's in the league of Detroit and God of War and Horizon, like I mentioned earlier. But we'll see.
Ooh.
See.
Ooh.
Really
Oh,
high
by the
expectations,
way,
though. Yeah,
I got Detroit. I think I showed you that, right?
yeah, you did.
Yep.
Oh, at least you told us.
Yeah. I have Detroit now.
That'd be good.
But now Mario Maker 2's out, so
So,
Mario Maker 2 has been taking over my life quite a bit,
Right.
actually.
It's a really
So
good game, and the story mode's
It's-
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Story mode was
so
great.
good.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I've got Detroit Bestro, so we're gonna have to stream that at some point. How many streams, like, how many Wombat streams do you think it would take for me to get through a first playthrough?
Just one
Of
playthrough.
Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he likes to explore everything, though. I would
That's
say 8.
8 streams, 8 4-hour streams.
Oh, 4 hour. Oh, 4 maybe. And that's pretty generous. I would say
Because that's
4.
that's my average is 4-hour streams usually. Sometimes
I'd say
it's
it's
less.
Huge.
4 stream game for you then.
So like four streams.
Yeah, because you're not gonna sit there and just be like
So it's like Tomb Raider then.
scrolling through. You're not gonna be you're not gonna be sitting there scrolling through the cutscenes or the text or whatever. You're gonna be sitting there
Right.
probably listening to it and then
And like
thinking
talking about
about-
and thinking of
thinking about what your choices are gonna be. You're probably gonna take like at least like 30 minutes on choices. You're gonna be like, what do I want to do here?
Well, except for when it's like a timed choice, because I know
Oh,
they're
yeah.
timed choices, right?
Yeah, then
Like-
you're gonna drop your controller and you're gonna be like, oh damn.
Can you
what
pause the
happened?
game?
You
Uh,
can.
Can you do it during the time things or like the quick time events? Do you know?
That I don't know. I don't know if you can time. Yeah, I would imagine you can. I don't think there's anything to stop you from pausing.
Okay.
That'll be interesting. But yeah,
That game's so good. That
I
game's
mean,
so
like,
good.
It really is.
I think that like our the games that we've played the most kind of speak to like what types of games we like the most too. Although like
Yeah,
I feel
agreed.
that that's changed a little bit as well over time. Like for example, the reason I liked Reach was because of I liked playing the FPS, but I also really liked building stuff, so it was like a perfect world for me.
Mhm.
For Team Fortress, it was kind of like it's kind of like Overwatch, right? Like I never played Team Fortress actually. Was there a Team Fortress 1?
Yes, there was. It was a Half-Life mod.
Oh, got it. Kind of like Dota.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how Dota was a Warcraft mod. Yeah, exactly.
And then Trell, what are you doing right now?
Right now, Aiden just came upstairs.
Oh,
Give me a
okay. You looked like you were reading something and like peering intensely at a screen, and I'm like, are you like, yep, you're playing something. I see the controller in your hand.
No, I've been playing something. Yeah, I've been playing some Mario Maker actually while we're sitting here. Hold on, let me go.
Doing some easy mode courses.
I'm actually making a course.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
By the way, in my endless challenge,
Yeah.
I am at 205.
Nice.
I'm number what's my
Wait,
ranking?
what challenge did
I'm
you
like,
say this was?
what?
What challenge did you say this was?
This is easy mode.
Easy mode. Okay.
So I've played over 205 courses. So I'm like I'm in the 8,000. I'm 8,000th in the world in endless right now for easy,
Mm.
which was actually pretty cool. I got Catsuit Mario from it. I'm trying to get a medal for easy.
What do you have to get to?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
But the number keeps getting less and less as I progress, so it's pretty cool. I think I'll play to like level 500 and then I'll be like, I'm done with easy mode. I kind of
I'm
just
done.
do it while I'm wasting time.
Yeah, I get that. I wanna. Now I gotta. After I play through your levels, I guess I'll just explore the view. Story mode's done.
Yeah, there's 120 levels in story mode,
Yep.
including the special ones from like the different characters, which I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
were the most fun, to be honest.
The special ones were fun. Some of them were actually quite tough, which I really enjoyed.
Agreed. So I think that's about all that we've got to talk about for the podcast.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like we should wait for Troll to come back, though.
Yeah, we try to if we can. I don't know.
So, I guess if you guys have any other questions about the podcast or like what our process is like, please ask now. This is your last chance.
Oh, He's back.
Last chance to ask a question, because we're never answering questions ever again after this stream. No, I'm just
Agreed.
kidding.
Yeah.
Whoa, no more questions? Oh,
No
Never.
more. We're done. They used them all.
Yeah, like we gave them plenty of chances. Full hour and a half. So, like, do you guys have any other questions for us before we get going about the podcast or like whatnot? It's pretty easy to get started, really. All you have to do is have a webcam, some buddies to talk to, and some
second one's
topics we
pretty
talk
hard.
about. And then just sticking to a schedule. Like, we couldn't do every week for sure. So, like, every other week with
Yeah,
some
something always happens,
caveats
you know.
works out pretty well. Ever again, right?
Ever.
And Bestro's going, He's on the spot.
To be honest though, like going back to what we were saying before, like I don't feel like the need to like even have to worry about finding the content to like in audio only or something like that. Like I'm okay with just doing it on stream, because I mean
Yeah.
the like what a podcast is anymore, like it originally started out on like iTunes and crap like that, hence the name. And the line gets so blurred of like what a podcast is now. It can just be anything that's just a regular. I mean, streams are technically podcasts at this point, you know.
Yeah, I
guess.
guess it's true.
I like to call it what we do a vodcast.
Okay.
Podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Tequil.
Yeah, I mean, having a buddy is kind of a hard requirement, isn't it? Like, for example, like this podcast wouldn't be what it was without the three of
Without
us
me, without
and our
me.
interactions. Like, we've got like I recognize that like we had really good banter and that it could be entertaining for other people if it was entertaining for me. So like that's part of it, right? Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Not to pat ourselves on the back or anything. But
No, definitely pat myself on the back.
so Bestro's still
Boom, look at-
thinking.
Look at this big level design going on right here.
When do I get to see it? How am I supposed to look at it? Show me. Show me the Switch.
Dude, it'll be done here in a minute. No, no.
Okay.
Probably not that quick. This is
So you're lying to me.
this is Firelink and Undead Berg.
Oh.
So it might take on it at least. I definitely am not going to be as painstakingly accurate and thorough as your OOT.
Man, as long as you have, I
Not
can't
only
wait to see my boy Solaire.
And I would sacrifice accuracy for just a fun level. Like if
Yeah.
like me trying to make the level like end up not making it like
I've done that too.
yeah, it's like you got to make it a fun level still.
Yeah,
so
hands
something-
on, the level has to be fun, no matter what. Like that's why
Right.
we play games. So
Yeah.
For example, so something really cool about Mario Maker 2 is that it gave me more opportunities to do stuff. So like, there's even more content in these new maps than there was in the old
okay.
ones. Like they
Ooh.
aren't exact replicas; they're improvements. They're 2.0
Nice.
that's
versions.
really cool.
So like, added effects, added content. Like for example, Kokiri Forest is in the jungle theme, so there's actually water. I don't have to emulate water.
Oh, okay, yeah,
See,
that's right.
That's good. That's good.
And then like
It's not
because that
crappy
there were
Dark
some
Souls
other things.
1 affects water.
You just plummet to your death, yeah. How do you keep consistency for over a year between 3 different people? All right, that's a good question. So part of
That's
it
really good.
is me. I'm just gonna say it. Like if for example, and we've demonstrated this live. They
Hey,
tried
no,
tried
we
to-
did very well, and it was fantastic.
they tried the podcast without me, and
Sekiro cast.
it was
Zero pass.
it was not a podcast. It was just a trail stream with them. Like, oh yeah,
Kayla, was Kirby in Mind's podcast like the best podcast of all time?
It was
or
amazing.
Was it the best podcast of all time? Why are you looking at me like that? All right, she's trying to think of something witty to say. Anyways, let's just cut her off there.
Right.
Just-
Okay. So like organization wise, it's kind of, since I'm the one that like organizes the stream part of things. What I do is each of us has different roles. Kirby throws out support to every idea that anybody comes up with.
Yup.
Uh,
that means I don't have to come
Trell
around.
is our promoter, and I am the man behind the scenes. I like run the podcast part of it. Uh, I don't know how that fell to me. I think because I came up with the idea, like I was like, I'll just post it and it'll be easy that way.
Yup.
And so like because of that, I feel like it's my responsibility to also make sure that we're organized, that like people know when we're streaming and like stuff like that. So like we just set the time, and like if there's a conflict, we'll just do it the next week, and then we do it 2 weeks from that. So that's how we stay consistent. Cause like there's 52 weeks in a year, right? So you cut that in half. That's what, 26?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is our 22nd podcast, which means we only missed 4 podcasts this year. That's not bad.
Oh wow.
It's
Huh.
what, 2 months worth of podcasts?
Yeah, if you do every other week.
So
No, it's
that's
actually
pretty
it's a
crazy.
lot better than I thought the number was going to be, honestly.
Honestly, yeah. I guess technically it's 21 because this is the new year, right?
Yeah.
So the 5 podcasts in the year that we missed, but like accounting for like Trell having a child and different like events going on and like
hmm
holidays. That's what I was trying to think of. Like it's
Right.
it is pretty impressive. So props,
It is.
guys. Um, and like I guess part of it is like if we weren't having fun doing this, like talking to you guys and doing the podcast, like
Yeah.
we wouldn't still be doing this, like, or we
No, of
wouldn't
course
be
not,
as
yeah.
consistent. And it's nice to have like a schedule, like we meet on Sundays at this time, so like we plan
Yep.
for it. Like I'm like, oh, I can't go out that early on Sunday this week because of XYZ or because of the podcast. So
Right.
like, yeah, it's I think that's part of it too. Having a set schedule with any stream really helps, and this is no exception. So yeah, consistency is definitely it's like it's a commitment. It really is. And like I can't commit to a stream consistent schedule, but I can commit to a 1 day a week, 1 day every 2 week
Yeah.
consistent schedule. Like that's easy. It's like a D&D group, except for
You
less
commit-
time.
You commit to a stream way more than this Kerbo guy. At
Dude.
least.
My streams, when they happen,
That
though, are
that
legendary.
is his commitment, Trell. He
Yes.
commits to not streaming.
I'm
terrible,
committed to not streaming.
terrible excuse. I don't approve.
So, I miss D&D too, Bestro. Oh wait, I play twice a month or 4 times a month. Never mind. Yeah, I'm in 2 groups right now, and if we ever get ours started, it'll be a 3rd.
That'll never happen because somebody will
yup,
remain
yup,
nameless.
yup. Sure.
So one other thing I wanted to say is that our next stream is going to be in 2 weeks, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to be talking about one of the topics we listed or something else. Actually, no, I know what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Stranger Things in 2 weeks. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, Kirby, your challenge is
Why? I don't want.
you have to
Called out.
finish
son.
Stranger Things season 3, and anybody who wants to watch that stream has to finish Stranger Things season 3
But you don't
before.
understand. I have to wait for Rose, and she
podcast.
doesn't do anything.
Too bad. Both Trell and I
Called
have
out.
our spouses haven't watched it, so we all watched them together.
I'm not
You gotta-
married yet. That's not fair.
She's
I
your
don't have-
significant other,
He's
isn't
low
she?
in his chair. He's so embarrassed that he doesn't even
No,
know.
it's
We're-
because the podcast.
I'm
been going on for a
calling.
long time,
I'm
so-
calling you out. This is a challenge, just like I
Call out.
challenged Trell.
Spark Notes. Stranger Things.
So,
Season 3.
so Trell and I both finished the day it came out.
Wait,
well,
how
I-
come he doesn't have to watch Endgame first?
Well, because
Wait, you
Trell
you
already
really expect
failed.
me to sit through and watch something all day?
Listen, Kirby, you don't have to do it all day. There's 8 episodes. You've got 2 weeks. That's one episode every
How am I
other
gonna play
day.
video games.
Yeah,
I'll
good
watch them at the
pleb.
same time. Oh my god.
Yeah, so Trell technically finished the day after it came out because they finished at what, like 1 and 2 in the
We're not-
morning.
Plus, we're not doing a Endgame podcast. We're doing a Stranger Things podcast.
Right.
Keep up, Kerbo. It's
Yeah,
not
so
that hard.
Kirby, Trell failed that challenge. He has a failure mark on his permanent record.
Oh, good. Okay, well I'm not gonna fucking fail then.
So you don't want that.
True, I don't.
So you got to finish. That's the challenge I give to you. Now, if he doesn't finish, we'll do a different topic. But that's our planned topic for 2 weeks from now. So
So good.
yeah, it was a ride. I'll say that much. It was really good. So yeah, Bester, you saw it. So
It sucked at the end where everyone died. It was crazy.
yeah, half the cast, they killed half the cast.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's so weird how they just did that like that.
Yeah. It's really interesting how they're gonna do like a season 4 with them when they're all dead. You know.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
too,
sorry, spoilers. Oh, dang it.
Oh no, it's cool. I've already seen it actually.
Anyway, guys, thanks for coming in. I really
It was
appreciate
fun.
everybody being here. Bestro, good to see you. Kel, thanks for chatting. Anybody else who's lurking in there, we had a follow from what was it? No Dirt, Not So Dirt. Yeah, Not So Dirt. So thanks, guys, for all coming in, and we will see you next time for a Stranger Things episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to give us suggestions for podcasts in the future, hop in the Discord, let us know what you think, tell us what to do. We'll do
Yeah,
it.
it could be
Yup.
anything. Like, why is Sekiro so janky?
Why is
Anything.
Troll the worst at games ever? Why how come Jank only happens to Troll? Let's talk about that one next.
Why?
Oh, we
Why?
gotta do one on Jank. We gotta do one on Jank.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Please.
I'm
All
down
right,
with that.
we'll add that to the list. All right, guys, see you later. Have a good one, and enjoy your Sundays. This is the Rogue
See you guys.
Scholars signing off. And thanks for 1 year of podcast, man. Thanks everybody
That was
for being
fun.
here.
Yeah.
What a wild
Yeah.
ride. So woo, party.
Thank you both.
All right, guys, see you later.
See ya.